Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Cars.co.za news. Usually these things go out every Tuesday, but this week is a little bit different because one word, NAMPO. That is the National Maize Producers Event. It is an agricultural trade show. It is a massive event. And car brands like to use this event to show off their latest and greatest. And 2026 was no different. And before we get into these cool stories and staying with the theme, guys, this is Ashley Oldfield's dog. This is Luna, Border Collie, agricultural special dog, some of the finest canines in the world. Good girl, good girl. Right, Cars.co.za, as a reminder, 75,000 new and used vehicles are just a few clicks away on the free Cars.co.za apps. Carl, do your thing.
Deal ratings. We rate every deal. These ratings are based on real market data, just straight up honesty. Let's find what moves you magic.
First up was the public debut of the brand new generation locally assembled Toyota Hilux double cab bucky. As a reminder, the biggest changes are the exterior design and the cabin upgrades. But guys, the engine derivatives have been carried over, the platform has been slightly upgraded because why change something that's been a segment leader for over 50 years? Well, it was really awesome to sit in and touch and feel the new generation Hilux. I think one of the coolest things was the Toyota activation where they had multiple Guinness World Records attempts. And one of the biggest was how many Hiluxes can be in one place at one time. The previous record stood at 1,440, and that was held by Toyota New Zealand. So we're still awaiting official verification and confirmation from Guinness World Records, but from some social media posts, they're saying we had over 1,550 Hiluxes in one place. And I think that's really awesome because it's yet another win that South Africa gets over New Zealand. Come on, that's quite lekker. Ford, fresh from launching the model year 2026 Ranger just a couple of weeks ago in May, they surprised everyone with the unveiling of this. This is the Ford Ranger Super Duty. Essentially, it's a tougher, more capable, stronger Ranger. So if you're towing things, like really big things, and you're doing like proper commercial grade work, this thing is probably going to be the one for you. It's a full import. It's coming from Ford Thailand factory. As a reminder, Ford Rangers, the lesser derivatives, dare I say that, they're made locally in the Silverton plant. This thing will be going on sale in 2027. And it's going to be powered by the mighty V6 diesel, but it's worth noting that this has been detuned ever so slightly. Isuzu, not to be outdone by its local bucky rivals like Toyota and Ford, it took NAMPO as an opportunity to showcase its updated D-Max double cab bucky range. There are single cabs and extended cabs, and from what I can see, there's going to be a 32 derivatives. So what exactly has changed? We've got a new front end, new headlights, there's new wheel designs, maybe new colors. There's also infotainment screen updates. Now, in terms of powertrain, 1.9 diesel, 3-liter diesel have been carried over. But then this begs the question. There is a global engine from a 2.2 size point of view, and going, where's that engine? So we would like to see this newer generation engine. We do feel like the 1.9 is a little bit underpowered. So come on, Isuzu, bring the new engine for us. Pricing for the entire range, that's linked in the description below, but from what I can see, based on a derivative and line item point of view, the pricing hasn't actually increased that much. If I go through all of this, we've got like a 6 grand here, 8 grand here, 15 grand here. So I think time value of money, I don't think these increases are too heavy. Right, that's the big buckies done and dusted, but Toyota also used NAMPO to showcase its 6th generation RAV4, and I think for what it's worth, it's really good looking. Based on what we know, there's going to be 5 derivatives with 3 powertrain options, and pricing, well, that's on your screen right now. The range starts from just over 770,000 Rand. I don't think that's crazy value, but it's worth noting that the new plug-in hybrid flagship that sees the RAV4 range finally breach over the 1 million Rand threshold. In terms of powertrain, it's nice to see that Toyota hasn't skimped on like the entry levels. Like previous iterations of the RAV4 have always been a little bit underpowered in my opinion. And I can see that the hybrid, 176 kilowatts, 220 Newton meters. That's like quite punchy for an entry level model. But if you want something that's a bit of a rocket, plug-in hybrid flagship, electric motor on each axle combined with a petrol engine, 242 kilowatts. Like this is going to be probably the fastest RAV4 you'll ever see. In other family car news, Ford also said, we've just updated the Everest range, but we're also going to add a Tremor derivative, and that's going to be reaching local Ford dealerships at the end of the year. Now, we've lived with a Tremor Ranger bucky, so if you weren't aware, the Tremor pack includes things like all-terrain tires, Bilstein suspension, raised ground clearance, like it's got a unique paint. It looks really, really awesome. Pricing hasn't been confirmed just yet, but if you look at the updated Everest range, I think that this will be below Wildtrak and below Platinum, so I reckon you're in for about 1.2 million. Okay, that wraps up this episode of the Cars.co.za News Special Report NAMPO edition. Guys, if you are in the Bothaville region in the Free State, NAMPO is a really, really awesome place to hang out. Like, if you've got even the slightest interest in agriculture and farming, like the community, the gears, it is really, really awesome. And we're going to put some nice visuals of NAMPO 2026 on your screen. Like, it's really, really awesome. Okay, I must say that in terms of fashion, I'm loving this look. I actually think I'm going to keep this shirt. I mean, my team thought they were playing a great prank on me and going, yo, let's make Dave look like a farmer. And joke's on them because I like this shirt. The hats, I've got bigger ones for less sunburn. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the updates. Do remember to share your comments and thoughts on the vehicles you've seen today. I'll see you next week. Okay, bye.